what's new with me? I'm wearing my hair different in this video. We'll see how long that lasts because I don't like myself in ponytails. So it's been a while since I've uploaded and I apologize for that. I will say, I do have that bar exam, my day in a life video. It's not edited. I have all the clips. The editing truly terrifies me. Like, guys, I'm not a person who edits. I can make cute little graphics all day, though that's debatable if you've seen my thumbnails. But editing video truly terrifies me, and I know it's so time consuming, and I actually have the time to do it now, but it just terrifies me. So if y'all want to see that, please let me know somehow, either through my Twitter, my Instagram, in the comments section down below. Just let me know if you really want it, because I will give it to you, but it might be horrible because I can't edit videos. Hence why this channel looks super unprofessional 90% of the time. Anyways, so that's that. But the real thing that's new with me, the whole reason I'm making this video, and I apologize for how late this news is, which is nearly a week at this point, but if you've looked on the Texas the Texas Supreme Court website, you will notice that a pass list is up. My name is on that list, meaning I passed the bar. So that was a weird noise, but I passed the bar. I finally did it after 4 attempts. I took 1 bar during the pandemic, 1 before the pandemic hit. 3 of them were Texas and 1 was UBE, and I finally did it, and I am so grateful that I did. But I want to get rid of the bar exam because it's got a lot of issues with it. A lot of issues. So many. Like, 1, it doesn't test competency, but that's only one of the many things. And if you've watched any number of my videos, you will know that I have mentioned, sprinkled throughout, different issues such as it's racist, it's sexist, it's classist. And if you would like a deep dive on those, I will certainly do a deep dive on that topic. If you want it, and let me know below in the comment section down below. So, I passed. So you're probably like, what? Yeah, I did it. I'm technically a lawyer. I still have to get sworn in. That's the last thing I have to do. I've already applied and paid my bar dues, so my license is actually coming to me, but I still need to be sworn in, which will probably happen within the next few weeks. So yeah, I'm also searching for jobs. I will say, I probably won't ever talk about my job. I might say I got a job. I might not say where I am employed. If I work for the government or private, I'll probably say that, but I probably won't say the name of my firm if I get employed at a firm. I probably won't take you into the office ever unless my boss specifically clears it. So just be warned that that's not going to be content that's going to be on this channel. So yeah, I'm looking for jobs. If you want to know my story of how I found out, let me tell you. I was freaking out because I've been so anxious this whole time waiting for my results. More anxious than I had ever been. And granted, I had taken this bar exam 3 prior times. I shouldn't be this anxious. But I was terrified because I felt like I worked a lot harder this time, even though going into it, I felt just as prepared as my previous times. I felt maybe a little bit more prepared, but it was hard for me to judge how much more prepared I was because I felt like I was doing stuff that I was doing all the prior times that I took the exam, which is really difficult. But yeah, it was a mess because it was a flashback of when I first passed the bar, of when I first took the exam, which was the Texas Board of Law Examiner's website broke the first time, and it broke this time, except last time it broke the night before and they gave us our results the night before. This time they were giving us our results like 2 hours before they were posting the list, and then they finally just said screw it and posted the list like an hour or 2 early, and then I found out, and I was like scrolling through the list. I was in my car. I had just come back from getting breakfast because the website was broken. I was refreshing it. It wasn't working. Like, website wasn't working. It was worse than when I first took the exam in 2019. So I had just gotten back from breakfast, and I was like scrolling, and like somebody, I'm in a group chat, and somebody had posted the link to the list that they had, and I was like scrolling through it, and I had to scroll a while because my last name starts with a P. By the way, that's where my channel name comes from. It's a nickname. If you want that story, that's a story I can give at some point, but that's not what this video is about. So I was like scrolling through the list on my phone. I was like, where's my name? Where's my name? Is my name on it? And then like I got to the P's and I started slowing down, and then I saw my name and I was like, I literally screamed in my car because I finally did it, and I was like crying. So I screenshotted it. So I had that screenshot, but I passed. And so like I grabbed my food, set it on our dining room table as I got in. I was looking for my parents. My mom had gone to get her car serviced, so she wasn't home. So I told my dad, we hugged, and then like maybe a minute later my mom pulled up. And so like I like walked outside, and she opened the door, and she like looked kind of confused, and I was like, guess you passed the bar. And so we hugged, and then I texted my sister, and she called me, and we had a call. And for those who don't know, my sister is also a lawyer who had to retake the bar exam. So she knows this journey. She didn't have to retake it as many times as I did, which I'm very grateful for, because I would not wish retaking it as many times as I did on my worst enemy. But she knows the journey I went through. She knows how hard it is. She knows how hard I've been working. So we got to talk, and then I told the other person. I told immediately, besides Twitter found out. If you follow me on Twitter, you saw my tweet. But I texted my mock trial coach from law school, and I don't know if I've done a video on my specific mock trial, so I'll have to go through and look. Y'all can also tell me below if I have or not. But I texted my mock trial coach because she has been my biggest supporter. When I first had to retake, she gave me so many helpful tips that helped me raise my score. Like every time I took the exam, my score raised about 50 points from the first time I took it, because that tells you how far below the passing rate I was. Like, it was far below. So she helped me tremendously and was one of my biggest cheerleaders, because she was in my shoes. Like, quite literally, my coach was in my shoes at one point with retaking the exam. And she was the one who actually told me to not take the February exam this year, because I needed a break. I'd been studying for a year, 2 years at that point for the bar exam, and she's like, take a break. And it was hard. It was a hard choice to make, but I decided to not take the February bar, and I'm very grateful I did, because I got a well-needed break. My brain needed to relax, and then I passed. So yeah, if you want a full story of like my bar journey, besides the vlogs I've done of when I was taking the bar, if you want a full story of like start to finish, let me know in the comments down below, because right now I'm only planning 2 more bar exam videos. One is, if y'all want it, I will try to edit the clips I have of the day in my life, which is actually 2 days from when I was taking the bar. And then the other one I'm planning on doing is tips for repeat takers, tips to pass the bar, because here's the thing. All the videos on YouTube about how I passed the bar in one try, pointless. Like, they don't know what they're talking about. First of all, if you've only taken the bar once, you do not know what you did right and what you did wrong. You might have your scores, but you don't know the actual breakdown of those scores, so you don't actually know what you needed to focus on and what you didn't. So anything you're saying to someone who is probably watching it, which is a person who didn't pass, or to even a new person, like, you're giving bad advice, because you don't know what you did right and what you did wrong. You could be giving wrong advice. And I can say this because I've gotten my score breakdown. Most of the advice that's given is complete and utter crap. Especially by people who only take the bar exam once. If you're not a bar prep company, you probably don't know what you're talking about. Because I've seen what the breakdowns look like, and I can 100% tell you, even without knowing what my score was, I know for a fact my essays saved my behind. My MBE score was probably the lowest you can get and still pass, because my essays were so strong. And I see a lot of people are like, I need to raise my MBE because my essays are bad. Never discount your essays, because like I said, they saved my butt. So don't discount the essays ever, because they are super, super helpful in helping you pass. And honestly, essays are easier to gain points on than the MBE, because the MBE is a straight up multiple choice question. You can't explain yourself away. Essays, you can. And technically, you don't just have the 6 essays on the UBE, you have 7 essays. Also, for those wondering, this is a little fob for like my camera. So you have 7 essays because you have 2 MPTs, which are, in my opinion, the easiest essays, but that's just me. I've always been a stronger writer on the bar exam. My essays have always been stronger for me. So yeah, if y'all want like a video about that, I am planning on giving a video about that kind of advice, because I don't want to go on too much of a tangent in this video, because this video is about me passing bar. So really briefly, I want to say, like, my first video on this channel that I didn't delete from when I was in college, because I had a few book reviews up that I deleted immediately because I didn't like them, was about how I failed the bar. And I feel like I've come full circle 2 years later. It took me 5 years to be a lawyer instead of 3. Searching for jobs is terrifying because everybody wants at least 2 years experience. I don't have that. So searching for jobs is terrifying, but at least now I can comfortably search for jobs, and not have to worry about the unknown of me not passing the bar, because that's part of the reason why I didn't get a job while studying, was the uncertainty of if I would pass weighed so heavily on me that it made me doubt my ability to even get a job, to be a lawyer at times. So yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much all this video is about. Me passing the bar, a few little rants, but that's me. Some updates about my life. If you want like actual life updates, let me know, because I've started swimming. I'm doing a 5K at the end of the month. I've done like two like actual races. So that's all I got for you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Oh, before I get into my outro, is that what it's called? I almost called it an exit. Before I get to my outro, my name is Lauren. I am the girl who failed the bar 3 times and passed on her 4th. And I put that journey on YouTube. And now you're gonna see my journey as I become a lawyer. So yeah, I guess my intro has changed, and I didn't even give it in this video, so who cares? But yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day, week, month, year, whenever it is that you're watching this, and I will see you later. Bye!